on the front cover of the Eye, Lewis?
Good news. I'm going to say that to everything. Because it's a comedy show. We want to have a good time.
Right, so see what you're doing.
This is Biden memory lapses, opens the door for Trump to return as U.S. president. And what's happened is that Trump is basically, there was a report done, or not a report, by some prosecutor who declined to prosecute him for basically taking illegally documents, classified documents, the same thing that Trump is being tried for. Yeah. And they said, we can't prosecute him because he's an idiot. He's, what is the word?
Said he's got cognitive decline.
An elderly, well-meaning man with no memory.
Which would be fine if he'd retired as president. But I mean, if he's not fit to stand trial, doesn't sound like he's fit to run the biggest country or the most important country in the world for the next 4 years.
Yeah, and there's this argument that, this guy, Special Counsel Robert Hur, was a Trump pick, and they've released this as a bit of sort of politics. But it is also clearly true. Yeah. And we saw him saying he just was speaking to Mitterrand, who died in 1996.
Well, in fact, we've got a clip of him talking.
As you know, initially, the president of Mexico, Sisi, did not want to open up the gate to allow humanitarian material to get in. I talked to him. I convinced him to open the gate. My memory is not good. My memory is fine. My memory, take a look at what I've done since I've become president. None of you thought I could pass any of the things I got passed. How'd that happen? I guess I just forgot what was going on.
So that was Joe Biden confusing Mexico with Egypt. Yeah. I mean, I get them mixed up all the time.
But the truth is, Democrats don't care. As long as the policies, he's a figurehead. He's like the King of England or something.
No.
So you say no.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong because if you notice what's happened is there has been a big change. All the media, even Sky, MSN in America, The Guardian, Independent, they're all covering this. Has Biden lost it story? They're not putting any spin on it. They're openly covering it. If you look at the press conference, they were very hostile to him. There's that one guy in there that's always hostile, but they were all hostile. And the mood has changed. Because they've turned against him.
No, because they think he can't
win. Right.
That's the only reason they're against him. He's just a figurehead. The person who's running, it's like his wife is running the country. Or Barack Obama. And the fact is, he's taking direct orders from Team World in Davos.
Yeah, but this suggests that the Dems do care, though, now, because there's been...
Because they're afraid.
They're afraid to lose. And also, it looked ridiculous against Putin, who can recite all of Russian history for half an hour off the top of his head, and Biden can't say his own name. It's a ridiculous contrast.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, both parties have this issue where if they just had somebody else in as the figurehead, as the presidential candidate, they'd have a clean sweep. If Nikki Haley was the
that's not
the Republican
true.
front runner,
that's not true.
She'd be awful,
by
though.
17
and
points.
Trump is still absolutely on it. He's incredibly healthy. He's incredibly sharp.
Incredibly healthy.
And 77.
Only in Scotland could Donald Trump be considered healthy.
I've seen his blood tests. Nikki Haley might come in as a Democrat candidate. That's my big tip. Because who are they? They must have another candidate now, right? They're finally moving on Biden. He's gone, right? He's going to go. But who are they going to bring in? There's Newsom. He's got a terrible record. Michelle Obama, people talk about as a long shot, which could happen. I mean, Roger Stone
she
said
doesn't
it.
Want it.
I think it's time for a woman instead of another man.
Yeah, well, exactly. Nikki Haley, she's perfect. She's a Democrat anyway.
Yeah.
She's, like you say, she could win for the Republicans. Yeah. Bring her over to Democrat. It could easily happen.
Trump is more and more beloved.
Thank you.
Even Louis Schaefer is beginning.
Are you going to vote for Trump? Can you still vote in America?
I can still vote in America.
I know you've been kicked out.
Can you vote in both countries?
Yes, No, I can't vote in this country because they don't want someone as reasonable as me to vote.
Right.
Go back home, vote Trump, and then stay there if you want.
Yeah, no.
Can you vote by post?
I could vote by post.
And who would you vote for?
I never vote because I don't want to take responsibility for what happened.
He would vote Trump. He's just scared to say it.
Okay.